This conference will now be recorded.
The class. It's MMPP only one class. Okay. So yesterday we started MMPP and today we are continuing. Okay. So MMPP integration. What is the purpose of the MMPP integration? Okay. So yesterday we discussed here. See, without MMPP integration, generally the stores we have a lot of materials. Okay. In the stores we have a lot of materials. So all these materials. Okay. The user. So whenever we got a sales order from the customer here. Okay, so we'll get the requirement. It will go to the stores. If the material is there, so they will issue from the stores to directly customer. If material is not available, so they will go to the purchasing department. Sorry, production department. The production department people will need to check the material. So how much stock is available? So how much stock we required here? To check the materials manually. So if MMPP integration is not maintained in the system, the user has to check them manually. So, and how much deficit you need to understand here. So for proposals, it is very difficult to the users if MMPP settings is not available in the system. But if you maintain MMPP settings here, so whenever you run the MRP, the system automatically give you what are the materials, how much quantity is available, and how much quantity. Okay, so we required. So this MMPP. So generally we observed we have three types of MMPP here. One is master production schedules, which is only for in-house production materials, will be done by the purely production people. The second one is material requirement planning. So this material requirement planning is for in-house as well as external procurement materials. So this is also will be done by the production people. But in the CBP area, consumption-based planning. So this is actually here we'll integrate with the MM module is going into PP module, but most of the parameters will be maintained by the production people only. You don't need to worry. So yesterday we observed some parameters here. Okay. In MMPP integration, so generally, so what happened whenever if you maintain list of materials will be provided by your client people. So for which materials, so you are planning for the production, the list of materials will be provided. And when you are uploading itself for these materials, we need to maintain the production department views here, like MRP 1, 2, 3, 4 views we need to enter. The respective values you need to enter the material master. So when you run the MRP, initially the system will create a planned order. Okay, the planned order will be created in the system. So this planned order. Okay, so what happened here? This planned order will be converted into. Okay, so either it will be converted into purchase requisition. So the system will create a planned order. The planned order will be converted into either purchase requisition or a production order. The planned order will be converted to two direction. Either it will be purchase requisition or production order. So the planned order for which materials we are purchasing external. Okay, so for those materials, the system will create purchase requisition automatically. If the material is in-house production materials, so the planned order will be converted to production order. So this we need to observe. So before that, I'll show you in the system. So yesterday we discussed here. So the navigation part. So go to login pad. Enter your user ID and password. Okay. So now come to SPRO. SPRO, SAP Materials Management. Now come to Materials Management. SPRO, SAP Materials Management. Materials Management. In Materials Management, we need to go to consumption-based planning. In consumption-based planning, okay, so SPRO, IMG, Materials Management. In Materials Management, we need to go to consumption-based planning. In consumption-based planning, so we need to go to first we need to enter the plan parameters here. So in real time, what happened here? Plan parameters, the carry out overall maintenance of the plan parameters. So here, however, in training system, so directly I'll go to the maintain. But in real systems, so once you go for the implementation part, so what are the plans they are maintaining for plan parameters? Just click on copy. In real system, I need to give your 0001, and whatever the new plant are, just you need to enter your new plant. If you click on copy, all the parameters will be copied to new plant. But in training system, so just I'm taking 1000 plant, I don't need to maintain them. So plant parameters already 1000 plant is there. If you click on maintain, so these are all the plant parameters yesterday we discussed here. Okay. So now you know whenever you run the MRP, the system will create most of the documents like plant orders, purchase requisitions, production orders, reservations should be automatic, right? So the system has to. So whenever you are creating some purchase document, how this, so the system is giving the PR number, P1 number. But here already I need to maintain the number range object. So this number range object already I maintain here. This we'll see here. If I go to some plant order, so we assign a number range object. So again, is this number range object, I maintain the sum from two number ranges. The system is going to pick one by one number range here. Okay. So this is we discussed yesterday. So means for all the documents here mentioned the number range object. If you want, you can create your own number range object also. And MRP controller also we discussed here. So what is the MRP controller? Like some purchase group, sales group, for production, the MRP control is there. So who is the employee? So for your plant, what are the MRP controllers is there? So if you want to be able to create a new MRP controller, so what is the name of the MRP controller and what is the code we decide here? So these MRP controller, so here initially it will be decided which materials, who is the responsible. So in that particular material master, so this is Mr. Rajesh is responsible. So I have some code like 001 whatever code here. So I need to assume is that particular material is responsible by this MRP controller. Yesterday I shown you. Next, coming to the special procurement, some materials. So as we discussed here, completely. So we are not creating PR manually. So till now we understood. So like we can create PR manually, but today the system will create PR automatically. So some materials always I will procure in special procurement like consignment or subcontracting. So this special procurement key, I need to mention the material master. So this particular material always I am procuring in consignment process or I am procuring subcontracting process. This special procurement key I need to assign in the material master here. That is about MRP. Okay, so here special procurement key and conversion of the plant order into purchase requisition. See how many number of plant orders here. So here client to client, the business to business for every 500 plant orders. But what we observed, the backend system, the planning file will be okay. The planning file will be generated. So this will be taken care by the production people. So each every 500 plant orders, 100 plant orders you can mention, and availability dependent requirement also. So whenever, so here for here availability check will be assigned to checking rules. So before going to run the production, okay, so before going to run this the MRP, okay, so this checking rule, the availability check. So this availability check will check the stock, how much stock is there, how much stock is deficient. So this availability check will check here. Okay, now come back here. Now with this actually, these are all external procurement also. Yesterday we observed. So whenever the purchase requisition is created automatically, okay. So here the purchase requisition further you need to convert into purchase order. Okay, then purchase requisition need to convert into purchase order. Okay. So how many number of working days it will take here, whether 1 day or 2 days, and who is the buyer group is involved in to convert this purchase requisition to purchase order. Okay, so this is actually purchase process time. Maybe it will take 1 day or 2 days. They need to enter and which buyer group is involved to convert into purchase requisition to purchase order. Okay. So if any like plan and delivery time is there in the info record, so automatically outline agreements schedule ends also will be created automatically. So this is what we need to understand here. Okay, rescheduling and planning origin. And planning origin also the planning file for every 100 planning origins here. So 95% all the settings will be done by the production people. This is completely available stock. Okay, so when you so before going to give the result, okay, so the system will go and check any stock transfer is coming. So if I'm receiving the same material through any plant here, so stock is in transit, so I consider or not based on the checkbox here. So if any stock already some restricted stock is there, whether I need to consider or not. Okay, so these are all available stock. So based on your checkboxes, it will give the final. So how much material is required here. This item numbers maximum. So 10 numbers here. So 10 materials here. So if you want, you can increase here. Okay, item number 10, 20 like this here. So about plant parameters here. Okay, so next we need to define the MRP groups. So MRP group means we have planning. So mostly what are the MRP groups we will use? Okay, carry out overall maintenance of the MRP groups. MRP groups means Here way of planning here. Okay, so what we observed yesterday. So mostly the MRP like here make to stock or make to order. Okay, so here 0031 and 0032. So these two MRP groups will use in the real time here. So here make to stock, make to order. So what is meant by make to stock here? Make to stock means okay. So here so already stock is every time I need to maintain. So particular material every time I require some 100 units here in my inventory here. It's called make to stock. So suppose if I consumed, okay, so now what is my right now? My stock is 90 pieces. Again, the 10 pieces it will give the requirement. It's called make to stock here. Make to order means what is meant by make to order? So these are MRP groups here. So make to order means so once I will get the order from the customer, then only I will start my production. Example, some automobile industry. So some vehicles you need to give. So already once you will go and so you'll give the order immediately they will dispatch. But some materials they will give you 1 month or 2 months or 3 months demand upon the market here. So once I will get the order from the customer, then I will start my production. It's called make to order. So this is way of planning. So this all the MRP groups will be done by the production people, and material type level also you can maintain the MRP groups. The MRP groups, okay. So here now if I come to 1000 plant here, so a lot of MRP groups will be there. So now if I go to 00, this MRP group level also we can same some settings here. The same settings will be repeated here. Planning origin, okay, creation indicator. So every time I need to maintain any safety stock or not. So this you can see MRP group means way of planning. Okay. So this is also you to understand. Numbering is already we discussed, right? So already I need to define the number ranges. So somewhere I maintain the number range object for plant order. What is the number ranges? So already I given for plant order here. So in my plant, so like I have some couple of plants will be there. So here I can define number range object. So if you want, you can create a new number range intervals also, where I can create both intervals and create intervals. I want my plant order number will be different here. So you can insert the interval and define the number range object. Then you can assign it. It's about number ranges already we discussed here. All the number ranges like so whenever because the completely automatic process, right? So when you run this MRP, system has to pick this right. So this number ranges here. And coming to the master data. So what is the master data? First of all, define MRP controller here. The define MRP controller already we observed. The MRP controller, the same thing. So all the parameters will be different here. Okay. In this plant, what are the number of employees is there? And this particular employee for which materials is responsible for the production. Okay, so for which material is so which employee is responsible. This MRP control directly addressing the material master and MRP types also. So mostly what are the MRP types we are using? So ND means no planning, the PD means MRP, okay, as well as VB means manual reorder planning. So VB manual and VM automatic here. VB means manual reorder and VM means automatic reorder plan. So these are the forecaster. Okay, so VB is forecast here. Okay, so VM and VB, these are the MRP types we are using. So these MRP types I will show you in the middle master. So as per your condition here, so this MRP types and special procurement key just we observed. So some materials always I am procuring in consignment process, subcontracting process. So I need to mention the special procurement key. And the next MRP area. MRP area means okay, what is the MRP area? So first of all, you need to activate the MRP area. So this also will be done by the purely your production people. So here activate MRP area. First of all, initially it should be activated at client level here. MRP area where actually it should be activated. It should be activated at client level. And suppose I have some couple of plants. So which plant I want to activate here? So first of all, MRP area should be activated, and you need to define MRP area. So in one MRP area, I can maintain multiple plants. Okay, so I have 5 plants is there. In these 5 plants, only 3 plants, only MRP is going on. Other 2 plants, I'm not using MRP. So for your in your MRP area, so what are the plants? You can list out the plants here. And the MRP area will be carried store location level also. You need to check. So MRP area should be plant level, store location level, vendor level also. So vendor means subcontract vendor level here. Okay. So this the MRP area will also will be created. Okay. So will be production people, and this is not required here. Planning also they will do procurement proposals also they will do here. Now let us will run the scenario. Okay. So whatever we discussed here. So where exactly, so I'll create only one material for test purpose here. Okay, so now for this material I will maintain the MRP settings here. Go to MM01 in MM01 transition code. Okay, so go to like industry sector and enter your material type raw material and selection views. Okay, so your basic MMVs along with MRP views means what are the materials I'm using in production. Okay, for these materials I need to select MRP 2, 3, 4 views here, including forecast also. So go to org levels. Okay, enter the plant and store location. See, the MRP profiles will be created by the production people. So if you are not enter the MRP profile here, so you need to enter manually. So that's what here I'm taking here VM01. Okay, so automatic reorder point plan. Okay, so create a material. Okay, so enter the plant and store location and MRP profile as automatic reorder point planning, and you need to click on continue. So enter your plant and store location. MRP profile should be, so here automatic, also you can select manual or forecast. So MRP profile. If I am not selected, I need to enter this manually. Now this is a test for CBP. Okay, this is a so test for CBP example I'm writing here. Now enter your base unit of measure some PC, enter some material group 001. Okay, so go to enter the purchasing here, purchasing group here. So basic data you know how to fill. Purchasing also you know. Now come to MRP one view. In MRP one view, whatever we discussed, everything is coming here. See here MRP group means way of planning here. Okay, initially the client, this production people, they will define what are the MRP groups you are using, the way of planning here. Okay, so here I have a lot of MRP groups will be there. So it is here just I am taking make to order. Okay, so here 0031. Okay, so here enter your MRP group and ABC indicator here. So what is this ABC indicator? So all the materials I'm going to divide into three categories. A means a significant material, B means medium significant, and C means low significant. So the priority of the material, A means the significant material. So it is very important material, like you can categorize your material so that the priority wise. And also MRP type. So just I'm making mostly 99% all the companies will use automatic reorder planning. So what is the meaning of the automatic reorder planning? So the client will give you list of materials like material 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time this particular material I want to this. So here automatic every time in my stores 100 pieces should be there. Whatever the basic, whether it's a PC or kg, the reorder point you need to mention. So if you want 100 pieces or if you want 10 pieces, so some number of pieces you need to mention. And MRP controller means we observed. So who is the person is responsible for this material? So the MRP name of the MRP controller I need to mention here. So which person is responsible? So you need to enter that particular MRP control name of the MRP controller. Okay. And lot size procedure, lot for lot order quantity. Okay, the maximum lot size, minimum lot size. So this you can enter here. So this is MRP one. In MRP two view, the special procurement key here. So what is the special procurement? So just now we discussed. See, and also see this actually we are doing automatic reorder point planning, right? So automatic reorder point planning means initially what we observed. So generally the MRP, like we have three. MPS means only for in-house production materials we'll apply this MPS, master production schedules, will be done by the purely production people. And MRP means internal as well as external procurement materials, and CBP is for only external procurement here. Okay, so this is like 2-3 times you need to go through this record, you can understand. Otherwise, the procurement type will be always for external procurement here. It is not for internal. So always it is for external procurement. Okay, so whenever you come to the CBP, it is it is only for external procurement here. What type of procurement here? External procurement. If it is E means in-house production, F means external. So since we are not able to change because already gray mode. Okay, external procurement. And this material always I am purchasing in subcontracting process or consignment process. You can select the special procurement key also. Okay, now come to here. So just I maintain the GR passing time, plan delivery time. So all the parameters I need to enter. Okay, and MRP 3 view, so no mandatory fields. In MRP 4 view also. Again, if you click on it, general part location and enter the valuation class. So now enter the valuation class. Enter some price here. Yes, so I have not selected a forecast view, right? So here I need to select the MRP VM requires a forecast data here. Okay, now you go to forecast. Okay. So here the forecast model also will be prepared by the production people. Some materials, okay, so if I come to forecast model, constant model, trend model, seasonal model. So here constant model means throughout the year the same demand, constant model. Suppose if it is a seasonal model, yes, means suppose now if you come to, I'll give an example like some beverages, cool drinks. Okay, in summer they have more sales. Okay, so there is more consumption. So those kind of materials called seasonal models. Constant means every time okay, same. There is no demand. There is no, so constant model. So anyhow, forecast model you need to select here. I need to click on enter. So click on yes, the material will be created. So once I created the material 1668. Okay. So previously, where you check the stock or you check the stock or in MMB. But once the material is maintained with the MRP views, okay, so you can check the stock value in MD04 here. What is the transition code? You can check here MD04. MD04 is the transition code. In MD04, I can check the stock here. Okay, so MD04 is to check the stock requirement list here. But whenever the user runs automatically, the system, so I am going with only one material. So here MD04, observe your material. What is my MRP area? My MRP area will be 1000, right? So my MRP is 1000 only, 1000 plant here. Okay, so which MRP area? 1000, so the 1000 plant. Okay, so go to MD04. So here I need to check here. I click on continue. Now please, the data is going to read here. Now this is what you need to understand. If I observe, so just now I created, so wantedly I'm showing. So what is my stock position here? My stock position is 0. Well, availability stock, how much is there? Availability quantity is 0 only. Okay. If I go to display of the stock also, now you can see when the data will be read by the system, which MRP type, what is the material type, what is the base rate of measure, everything is showing. Again, if you click on stock here, if you go to detail display, so there is no stock. I don't have any stock in unrestricted. I don't have stock in block stock restricted. Completely the stock is 0 here. So there is no stock in transit also. Right. So, but what we maintain, reorder point we maintain. Reorder point, how much we maintain? 100 pieces here. Now, if you run the MRP, how system is behaving, you need to observe. Okay. Just observe the stock here. You don't need to do anything here. But where I will run the MRP? In MD04, generally we observe the stock value. So where I need to run? I need to run to MD03. So to run this MRP, go to MD03 transition code here. MD03 is single item, single level. Okay. The MD02 single item, multiple level, and MD0 the transition codes will be there. So here enter your material code. Okay. So enter the MRP area, enter the plant. So this you don't need to worry. Okay. So here the process key will pick by system automatically. See here, I want to see plant order. So I want to see the plant order. So create second line item is there, right? Create purchase equation. So I want to see plant order. So instead of 2, if I make it 3 here. Okay. The plant order will be created. The plant order. So what we observe here. So initially when you run the MRP, the user, so the system will create automatically plant order if this material is subjected to, okay, so MRP. So that's what I am doing here. Single item. So I am creating. So I am selecting plant order. Okay. So delivery schedules and all. So display before. So you need to select it. Okay. Go to MD03. Enter your material MRP area plant and automatically system will pick. But I want to see the plant order also. That's why I changed it here from 2 to 3. Otherwise, if you are not changing, the system automatically create the purchase equation. You're not able to see the plant order. Again, you need to click on continue. So the system will ask you like warning. Please check your input parameters here. No problem. Again, you need to click on continue. Okay. Now the system immediately created the plant order. Now you can see. So this is the plant order number. This is the plant order number. Okay. So here, how much quantity required it is showing 100. Why it is showing 100? Because in Metal Master you maintain the reorder point every time in my system. So this particular material should be 100 pieces. So that's what here the plant order is created, and also requirement how much is showing 100 pieces here. Now you can see the plant order number also here. Okay. Simply MRP carried, which date is carried. So the system automatically clears the plant order. The plant order number is 36619. Okay, so 36619 plant order is created. The requirement quantity showing 100. Why it is showing? Because 0 pieces. As per reorder, every time you need to keep 100 pieces. So now once you observe the plant order, now you need to click on save here. Okay, now you need to click on save here. So once you click on save, what I've done here, MRP carried out for this material. Okay, now MD03, once you observe the plant order number, now again you come to MD04. Okay, again you need to come to MD04. MD04 transition. Okay. Again you need to come to MD04. You can continue. Right. Now you know it to, so what we observe, the system will create a plant order. So here now please observe all of you. So if you click on this plant order here, so the system is proposing for the purchase requisition here. So why system is creating this plant order? This is the plant order number. Why system is proposing purchase requisition? Because it's the external procurement materials here. So this material is a raw material. So we maintain CVP settings here. So that's what here. So just you need to click on this plant order. Double click on this plant order. So you need to click on purchase requisition. Automatically, so how much quantity? 100 quantity. Simply you need to click on save here. The system automatically creates a, so the plant order. So what we observed, the plant order 36619 converted to purchase requisition here. Okay. Now where you can see the purchase requisition number. So this is the plant order, right? So if you refresh automatically, so if I refresh automatically, yeah, the system automatically you can see the purchase requisition number. The plant order will be refreshed with the purchase requisition number if I refresh it. So next again this purchase requisition. So within 1 day, so means plant delivery time you have given 1 day, right? Purchase process time. Within 1 day, the users they want to create purchase requisition into purchase order. It will go to the vendor and the vendor will dispatch you. So this is the process here. Again, you click on purchase requisition. You don't need to enter create manually. From here itself you can do. So from purchase requisition you need to convert it to purchase order. So now where I can see, so this is my purchase requisition number. Select your purchase requisition number and keep into. System will pick all the details here. So from purchase requisition you can drag and drop here. Okay, so automatically which material, how much quantity, for which plant, which store location, enter the store location. Okay, so which purchasing organization involving. So in purchase requisition, all the details will pick here. So manually when you enter, same like it will be. Which vendor I am giving order, 1000 vendor. So all these details you need to mention. The price also you need to mention. So now from here you need to create a PO. This PO will go to the vendor. Copy the PO number. So do you want? You can save this PO number. Okay, so the purchase requisition is converted into purchase order. Okay, now if I refresh it, still we are in the MD04 transition code only here. Where exactly we are in MD04 only. So here purchase requisition number is there. If I refresh the purchase requisition become purchase order. So purchase order is created. Where it will go? It will go to the vendor. Now please observe, copy the purchase requisition number. Now the purchase requisition from here you don't know. So if I go to MD04, the purchase, if you double click, it will not go here. Okay, means the purchase requisition number manually. So whenever the vendor is dispatched, we need to enter the goods. The plant order will be converted to purchase requisition converted to purchase order. But once the purchase order is created, the user need to, whenever he receive, he need to perform the goods receipt to go to Migo transaction code. Okay, so goods receipt, purchase order, the purchase order number. Execute here. Hello. ఒక 5-10 minutes ఆగండి సెషన్ అయిపోతుంది కాల్ చేసి సరే ఓకే చేస్తాను ఓకే ఐటమ్ ఓకే మెటీరియల్ quantity weight tab you can observe plant and showroom purchase data for partner, so this already you know. Okay, you need to click on check. you need to post here. Material document is posted. So once the material document is posted, okay, now please go and go to MD04 once again. So now what happened here? Your stock is 100 pieces here. Your reorder plant is also 100 pieces. If you observe the stock here, so total 100 pieces is there. Now I will show one more scenario. Okay, so as I maintain the reorder planning, today itself I consumed some material. So today itself I consumed some material. So where I consumed here, go to MB1 here, this already you know. So wantedly I am consuming. Okay. Next, when you run the MRP, how system is being, we need to observe. So where I am, so this by using this 201 movement type, so plant and store location. So from this plant and store location, so for 1000 cost center, so this 1668 material, how much I'm issuing? I'm issuing some 15 pieces example. I'm issuing 15 pieces. Enter. So I'm issuing the goods to the cost center. If I issue the goods to the cost center, then what happened here? So again, you come to, no need to check MMBE. Go to MD04 once again. Come to MD04. Okay. What is the material? 1668, right? So if I observe the stock. Now, how much stock is there? 85 pieces. Why 85 pieces? Because come to the stock. The stock we issued 15 pieces to consumption. Now, right now, stock is 85. Next, again, I need to run the. So previously, completely stock was 0. System is proposing 100 pieces. Now, stock is 85 pieces. Okay. So now this time, if I run the MRP, how system is being, we need to observe. So finally, actually, what is the purpose of this MRP? All the settings will be done. Only user will run the MRP. The system has to give your procurement or production proposal. How much quantity is required? Okay. This is about altogether MRP. Okay, now come to here. Now 85 pieces. Now observe the stock here. Now where I need to run the MRP? Where I need to go again? MD03. Go to MD03. Enter here. So here I want to see plant order also. Just I want to change. Otherwise system directly. So I need to plant order and so these actually net key, processing key, delivery schedules. So in bit already the production people will maintain. So system will pick automatically which materials in this which MRP, which plant here. So you must select here. So you click on continue. Now you can understand. So please check your inputs. So the system will ask again. Click on continue. So how much system is proposing here? 20 pieces. Instead of 15 pieces. Why system is proposing 20 pieces? Because round up quantity will be there. Round up 0.5 means it will become 10. Round up value. Round up value means suppose now whenever it is 8 pieces, it will automatically propose 10 pieces. The round up quantity is there. So that's what system is proposing 20 pieces. Okay. Now the plan that is so you need to click on save here. Okay. So the purchase your planner is created. The planner need to so you can observe the planner number. What is my planner number? 36320. Okay. So now once the okay, so here now you come to here. So here you need to click on save here. MRP is carried out here. So again, where I need to come? I need to go to MD04. MD04 transition code. Okay. Come to here. So for this material, now this planned order, what I need to do for this 20 quantity, it will become once I receive 20, it will become 105 here. Again, you need to click on continue. So here, come to the plan order need to convert into purchase requisition, right? So convert to purchase requisition. You need to concern this is the remaining sale here. Previously we observed. What happened here? The purchase requisition is converted to the plan order is converted to purchase requisition, right? What is my purchase requisition number? 100136444. Refresh here. The plan order is going to purchase requisition. Again, this purchase requisition need to convert into purchase order. Okay, purchase requisition convert into purchase order, which will go to the vendor. This is remains same here. Okay. So now what is this is my open. Now simply select and go to terminal. Now this is for 20 pieces here. Okay, enter and you need to click on save here. Purchase order go to the vendor. Again, vendor will dispatch it. This remains same here. Okay. So this is actually the last session. This session is enough. Okay. So what is MMPP settings here? So now generally, so what are the transition code we are using? So this customization settings will be done by mostly okay production people. You don't need to worry. So go to SPRO, come to here materials management. Materials management. So you need to go to consumption based planning. So these are the settings will be done by the in real time. Okay. So and what are the transition? I have shown you only one material, but in real time, couple of materials will be there. So they will go to MD01. So here the MRP run will come here. MD01 scope of planning will be created. So and MD01 and next to MRP run MD02, but the process remains same here. So single item multi-level here. Okay, single item multi-level. Okay. So any unplanned here, if any reserve open reservation, everything will convert here. Okay. So MD03, MD04, these are the transition codes. So first and second, that means last yesterday video and today video. So this is enough for us, more than enough. So now what we observe, what is the purpose of the MRP? So whenever you run the MRP, the system will give you production proposals or procurement proposals. Initially, the system will create plan order. The plan order will convert to purchase requisition or production order. So about today's session here. So Monday, so we'll start our S4 classes. Okay, this is our today's session. Okay, Lakshmi Nishasvi.
Okay, Rajesh. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.